Cold night. Let's go. What's up, Mr. Police? Today, we are going to talk about riding in the cold. What are the important things to talk about? Well, number one, gear. Number two, properly repairing your bike. And number three, the most important, tires and brakes. Let's start with the easiest, your gear. What is the best gear to ride in the cold? There's no common sense about what is the best gear. There is common sense about what is the worst gear, and the worst gear is no gear. Gear is the worst gear to ride in the cold weather, and any weather for that matter. Tonight, for example, it's cold, it's drizzly. What do we want? We want a thermal layer. I'm wearing. Second, you want a windproof layer. It just so happened that what I'm wearing under my suit is also windproof. It's made for very cold weather skiing, backcountry skiing and stuff like that. A tip is, under my gloves, I'm wearing a pair of nitro gloves. If you don't have heated greaves, and even if you do, I would say, you want a layer that will stop the wind from sucking out all the heat from your hands. And the cheapest way to do that is a pair of nitro or latex gloves under your gloves. Is it hard to put on the gloves, the leather gloves? Yes, it is. But it's better than being cold. Some people have liners, some people have heated gloves. I'm not a fan. The last thing is your upper layer, right? Your outer layer. What I always say is the best gear is, first of all, the gear that you can afford, and be smart. The best gear, I always thought this way, the best gear is leather. Leather is always going to provide you the most amount of protection. Get a really good pair of leather pants and leather jacket, or a full suit like I'm rocking today, a suit by NS Racing. This is the way. This is the way, right? Second part, preparing your bike. You want to make sure that your tires are good. Plenty of tread left in your tire. Second, you want to make sure that your chain is properly adjusted. Third, check your brakes. Are they operating properly? They're not choppy, they're not smushy, they're not spongy. You definitely want to make sure that your bike is nice and running properly. You want it to be under specs or inside the envelope. All right, and now let's talk about tires and brakes. We touch a little bit on the preparing your bike, but tires and brakes, what do you want? You want your tires to be operating the same way they would operate in a hot weather. What does that mean? Heat up your tires. Make sure your tires are properly warmed up. Don't come out of your house like I did today. I came out a little strong because I needed to get through a red light, well, an intersection before it turned red, and I put a little bit too much power. What happened with cold tires? Too much power. My back tire slipped. To make sure that your tires are properly warmed up, it is not fun, especially dropping your bike right in front of your place, right in front of your house. Sucks. That shit sucks. Come out of your place, come out of wherever the bike is, nice and easy. Give it 3 to 5 miles for your tires to start heating up. At least 3 to 5 miles. I would say the first leg of your trip should be nice and chill. You want your entire tires to be warmed up. You want them to grip. And brakes. You need your brakes to function properly. Especially because your tires are not super hot. They're not gonna grip the street as well. Your calipers, your lines, your master cylinder, and the pads. Make sure that you have plenty of brakes left. Woo! All right, as I was saying, where was I? Talking about brakes. Here's a trick to make sure that your tires and brakes are functioning properly. Let's do this. Get to like 30 miles per hour. You can see here on my dash, a little higher than 30. And you want to give a nice, strong back tire brake. Why do you want to do that? You want to see, does your ABS engages? Is your brake gripping? Is your tire gripping to the ground? Why do you want to do that and do it in a safe manner? Why do you want to do that? You want to make sure that your tires are warm enough that they are gripping. If your brake gets any pressure and it immediately slips, I'm sorry, your tires are not ready. Your tires are not warm enough to even grip anything on the ground. They're hard, they're slippery, and you're going to have an accident when you need your tire the most. We're gonna do this again. Gonna get a nice straight area. You wanna get some speed and brake. Did it engage? Did it actually do anything? Those are my tips for writing in the code. If you wanna check out more stuff, check out my page. Alright, peace out.